Well, the days of digging through the ice cream cup for the little clumps of cookie dough may be over. Ben & Jerry's announced they are testing just the dough, bags of snackable bags of cookie dough in 2 shops in Vermont. Right now, the 2 flavors are chocolate chip and peanut butter chocolate chip. According to the press release, the dough will be safe to eat and is recommended to be stored in the freezer. Heaven! That looks so good. Problem is, you're just going to keep eating them. It's like there's just no stopping. Eat the whole bag. Still to come on